Do you have this one game where no matter how shit it is, you just can't stop playing it? Hello everyone, this is Noir Arcanlight, and tonight we're going to talk about Gundam Battle Operation 2 again. As much as I enjoy or try to enjoy playing this lag-infested, matchmaking broken, stun lock heavy, cheater ridden, solo diving bonanza bug infested game, its current overwhelming negative review score at Steam is so deserving. Bamco, what the fuck are you doing back there? Why can't you just fix your goddamn servers? And this is a 15-year-old game, mind you. Well, anyway, to give a bit of context on what I'm about to talk about in here, Gundam Battle Operations 2 is a tactical 5 to 6 player PvP shooter that is basically World of Tanks, but with lakes. Or you can just play an actual tank and go wild, until a raid unit fucks you in the ass with sabers. Or just a plane and crash to everything. Well, it is basically a gacha game, like Genshin Impact, which has become an unnecessary necessity in games nowadays. But as long as you have a good teamwork synergy, it doesn't matter if you have a Phoenix with a lot of good parts. It's gonna be for nothing if you get pummeled with lasers and bullets from afar. Most of the parts that add some perks to your suit can be bought, but some are just gacha exclusive, I guess. I mean, I haven't gotten a psycho frame myself. Now where would that be other than the gacha system? This game also has a rock paper scissors mechanic into it. Well, to simplify that, blue crushes red, red fucks yellow, and yellow unloads into blue. It's the circle of life, baby. I am a support main, so I constantly have to watch my ass if any raids do try to backdoor us. Well, that's the gist of the basics of this game. But before we talk about the failures of this game, I do want to talk about a bit of what this game gets right. Firstly, it's more about tactical positioning more than anything. Unlike in Gundam Evolution, which I have put a lot of hours into, it's not just about mindless shooting. Everything you do in this game must be planned beforehand, from jumps to your positioning and to what your teammates actually are doing right then. At least as a support, because if you are either a general or a raid, you can just go gung-ho and go to the enemy base and then get killed by 6 units up your ass. It really had the potential to be called the more realistic Gundam experience than its more twitchy counterpart. Well, besides that, it also gives a sort of combat flexibility into it. You can change your main weapons to most of your units. I think the only ones that can't change their weapons are either the ones that have the weapons stuck into them, or the ones which actually just used one type of weapon in their respective series. It's kind of funny actually, how in this game the gun tank is really just a pushover for the most part. When in Gundam Evolution, that thing is the harbinger of death for all melee mobile suits, and both of them cannot change their weaponry. Maybe I think it's because the gun tank's BOP missiles in GE is a drugged up version of the GBO2. Well, anyway, at least the game gives you an option to what you want to play at the moment. And also the custom parts, they help a lot with your missions, like extra armor, extra thrusters, and a lot more stuff. Well, that's about it for the good. Now, we move on to the bad, the reasons behind that overwhelming negative score. First and foremost, before we play even a single match in this freaking game, we have to fight the first boss, Carrie freaking Cadbury. Yeah, that's right. That four-eyed I can't call her a bitch. She's too precious for this. Bamco, what did you do to her? No. They forced you into this, didn't you, Carrie? Come on, say something. Well, anyway, the matchmaking portion of this game can be so bad you can get on a back and forth banter, I guess, with Carrie for the most part. Like seriously, it's like a 4 to 5 cycles of just going in and going out of rooms. It's almost never ending, to be honest with you. And it all stems to the network issues. I am going to be honest with you all. I don't really have quite the knowledge on how peer-to-peer or any of this server thing works. I just play the game because I want to play the game. But dang, this game has some serious network issues, man. Units just move along like teleporting all over the place. And the worst of all, if it's not you missing the shots 90% of the time because the enemy just keeps on popping everywhere, it's when you time your freaking parries, dude. Like seriously, I know they gave this game a little bit of a long leeway towards parry times. But damn, it's still hard to land a parry when you know that the enemy is going to hit you with a glow stick in the face. Like, you can see it from miles away and yet you can't still quite parry it. Imagine if Devil May Cry 5 has that issues with its parry system. People are going to get mad. And with every game there are cheaters who would try to ruin your day. But god damn, easy anti-cheat does nothing for these people. I rarely encounter these cheaters, but when it does, it's really bad. Like they can just brute force you into submission with all those unlimited thruster things, which can suck, especially for supports like me. And add that to the teammates which cannot look into their radars to see if there are any raids behind us. And you have a game that's really just a 3,000 to 12,000 score rating. And lastly, there is this recent clan issue, which is still unresolved unto this day. Like seriously, every single issue in this game, BB Studio is so slow to solve it. And there goes our free tokens, I guess. And a bit of a tangent before we move on. The UI in this game, you just can feel that it isn't made for PC because you cannot use the mouse at all. I know that I reviewed it a bit better in the open beta, but I expected them to do something about that, and still they didn't, so yeah, fuck us, I guess. Overall, the game is rough, very rough and incomplete. It really has potential, but it's held back by Bamco's sloppy handling of its servers and its overall port. At this point, they might as well just develop a GBO3 game that actually works on both PC and consoles, that doesn't use peer-to-peer networking and has more features like destructible objects, because it's kinda jarring to see a 2.0 megawatt beam blast being blocked by a steel tower or cargo containers, or even buildings, for goodness sakes. At this point, this 15-year-old game will just keep on aging poorly. Well, thanks for watching, I guess. I still am streaming on Kick with games like these. I'm also going to play Farlight 84 and other games, I guess, like Honkai Star Rail. Be sure to follow me there and have a like or not. And if you have something to say, just comment below and I'll try to answer, I guess. Well, I'm out of here.